Let me go back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. This is your Season 1, Episode 6 review of Creature Commandos. We're trying to figure out if this is working or not. And
Yeah, we're live.
yeah, but does it say unlisted or does it say, what's it called, public?
Still says unlisted.
Oh my god, okay.
I'll set it for
All
public and publish.
Alright, we should be good now. This is just great. I don't know what's been going on with EVMux and YouTube today, or something's going on here, but we were literally just good to go, like, for our Star Wars Skeleton Crew review, and now it shows up. Okay, cool. Now it's working. Brad! Oh my god. That was just fucking frustrating. What the fuck is going on with these platforms, Brad?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, as always, is your nerd. You gotta hear the host of the show, Lance, our wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to wonderful, wonderful Sunday night.
Yeah. I'm fucking pulling our hair over here, right?
I'm so
At least I am.
I'm melting into my desk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm over here fucking pulling my hair out. We just did our Skeleton Crew review, like, what, like 30, like, almost like 25 minutes ago or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just trying to figure this shit out. Now it wants to work, even though I already had tried disconnecting it and reconnected it, but yeah. We'll see what EVMux says when they respond.
Yeah, but basically we just had to force it.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. But did you unplug and plug your stream back in? Funny enough, I guess that's what we did, because we disconnected the destination and reconnected it again.
Yeah.
So, in a way, we did, right?
Pretty much. You started as unlisted, and then we just threw it to public.
Yeah. I do not want to crash this, Brad, so you're going to have to read, what's it called, the info today. So can you please bring up IMDb on your end? Because I don't have it on mine.
I don't.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So just do it right now. Let's go. I'm not going to start yet. I was going to bring up, did you see the whole release schedule for, like, the amazing, what's called your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? So look at this shit. Look.
Where are the episodes?
Amazing. Oh, friendly
Episodes.
Neighborhood Spider-Man. There's like 3 episodes dropping, and then this is yeah. What do you mean they already greenlit this for 3 seasons? Huh. So this is like an animated show, Brad. But what I was gonna bring up is that, like, I don't know how short these episodes are gonna be, because it literally they're dropping 3 on the first day on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait, sorry, 2 on the 29th, and then 3 on February 5th, 2 on February 12th. Actually, correct that. 3 on February 12th, and then 2 on the 19th. Like, what?
That's a weird drop schedule.
Yeah, and I'm just like, is this like a really short series, or is this like, because this is supposed to be like this is like supposed to be like a kid's show, I think. But I don't know. It's interesting.
They're all on Saturday mornings.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny enough, Brad. When is the 29th? It's a Wednesday, Brad.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Not Saturday mornings. No. But yeah, I was thinking about us doing that show, but nah, I don't think so anymore, because it's like, that's a lot of fucking episodes, bro.
Yeah.
3 or 4 episodes dropping. The series finale is the week after. It's fucking weird, right?
It's different.
Yeah, it's very different. But Brad, I finally watched I reacted to the Daredevil Born Again trailer. Did you get to watch that?
Which one?
Daredevil Born Again.
No. I mean, which trailer is it? Or is there
the official trailer?
The official trailer. So there's only one, because I watched one of the trailers. That's pretty good.
Yeah, where Fisk was in there, and like you saw Foggy and Karen as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only trailer we have available right now.
Okay.
What'd you think about it?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Daredevil. Like, But I hope they keep what they did at Netflix. That's the only thing.
I mean, the the trailer kind of shows you a good amount of the violence, but it doesn't really show you everything, right?
Yeah.
I would hope they're gonna keep to the nature of that show.
I would imagine, like, because there's no other way. Like, if you have a Punisher in a series, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, there's no other way to do that. There's no PG-13, the Punisher, making it good.
No, it's not. There's not. But I mean, the trailer looked really good. I'm excited to see Bullseye come back.
Yeah.
Bullseye's in there, and it's not the same Bullseye though. But they're gonna have White Tiger in there, so that's interesting. We've never really seen White Tiger in the show before. In the Netflix one, he never fucking showed up. The trailer was great. So much time for given to Echo.
No, God.
Yeah, Echo's not showing up. Yeah, I don't know if Echo will ever show up again.
You know which DC villain I wish was in Marvel?
What, Brad?
Onomatopoeia.
Shut the fuck up, Brad.
It'd be dope in there.
Yeah, yeah. It would. It would. I just saw the new TV spot for Superman. For Superman, I keep wanting to call it Superman Legacy. For Superman, and I mean nothing different from the trailer, but it showed like maybe one shot that was different. But it looks still looks good. I mean, very excited for that movie. Yeah. Well, Brad, let's do this before we possibly get kicked off YouTube again.
Yeah, or that your internet completely fails.
It's fucking raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. You can't. What's it called? You can't never. What's it called? What am I trying to say here, Brad? Never rule out Houston, right?
No.
And their weather. But let's go ahead and do this thing. So if you haven't seen episode 6 of Creature Commandos, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. Deal up on the side. Yeah. All right, Brad. For today only, until we get this shit figured out, introduce us to give us the info here. Go ahead, you take over. I'm not supposed to be talking after that.
Creature Commandos, Season 1, Episode 6, Prietel Skelet. And I guess I'll just read the synopsis of it. Amid Alex's struggle to satisfy those bankrolling his research, Dr. Phosphorus is born. Meanwhile, the Creature Commandos attempt to carry out their directive and not be killed in the process. Director Sam Lude, writer James Gunn, stars Indira Varma, Sean Gunn, and Alan Tudyk. Do I need to read through more of these names through this?
I pretty much just go until I fucking see, like, what's it called? Until you get past the main cast. Once we're done with the main cast.
Okay, so there's Zoe Chow, David Harbour, Frank Grillo, Steve Agee, Maria Bakalova, Viola Davis, and who we got? We got Benjamin Byron Davis as Rupert Thorne, Parissa Fakri as Parvin Sartorius.
Yeah.
And yeah, Eli Hughes as the toddler. So there, I guess.
Yeah.
Trivia. Prietel Skelet translates from Bulgarian, the language being used as Pokolistanian, into English as skeleton friend.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
How do you pronounce it? Wonder.
Prietel Skelet.
I'm just gonna go to translate.
Skelet.
I think it's Priet. Priet?
The alpha wolf that Weasel befriends resembles Wolf Connor Kent's genetically modified wolf from Young Justice.
Untranslated, it translates over to what's called skeleton buddy.
Ah, very nice. Alex
Prietel Skelet.
Prietel Skelet.
Prietel Skelet. Yeah. Why didn't they
Alex,
just name it Skeleton Buddy?
I
That's
don't know.
funny. I like that. Yeah,
Alex, the human version of Dr. Phosphorus, resembles Alan Tudyk, who voices him.
that's funny.
The bride and Nina hide in a brothel with the sign Gal Gal over the door. This would make it the Gal Gal Bordello. Many of the songs for the first season are from the band Gogol Bordello, including in this episode the song playing over the montage of Dr. Phosphorus coming to power. So that whole
Yeah.
line.
All
And
right.
near
One
the
more.
end, the Commandos gather together like Buckaroo Banzai's crew did in the end credits, the ventures of Buckaroo Banzai across the 8th dimension.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is, but
All right, Brad. I went first and last, and I'll give it to you. What's your initial thoughts on episode 6 of Creature Commandos?
oh, this episode's dope.
I,
Come on,
I
it's
love-
Dr. Phosphorus. We love Dr. Phosphorus.
yeah, I love that the weasel this whole episode is just trying to not get fucked up by dogs.
Yeah. Which I mean, and he finds his wolf mates, and then he
Yeah.
has to leave them.
Yeah, wolves. I'm sorry, not
Yeah.
dogs.
He's
So,
not
like-
really trying, but he's not like getting fucked up. He's like he joins them. He's like hanging
Yeah.
out and chilling.
Well, at first when they meet him, he's kind of
Yeah.
scared of them, and then he's like, "Oh no, I made friends with them."
Yeah, and and he could have stayed, and he would have been probably a lot happier. But he had to go try to save his friends.
Yeah. I really like this episode, Brad. Another really good episode from this series. Oh man. So the weasel, like everybody's separate. You know, Nina and the bride are together. Fucking weasel is with wolves, but they end up coming back and they end up rejoining together. Meanwhile, Frankenstein is making his way to Pakistan.
Yeah, on plane.
Yeah. And Rick Flag Sr. is in a fucking coma.
Yeah, he's alive though.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
Right,
Guest starring Nathan Fillion, right? Can't have an Alan Tudyk heavy episode without Fillion. Yeah. Buckaroo Banzai. Now there's a callback. Pete Waller, sci-fi action hero. I don't know who Buckaroo Banzai is.
I am not familiar. So
Stacy's probably fucking
Stacey
shaking
may
his
have
head.
to inform us on that.
He's probably shaking his head at us, Brad.
He's just like y'all are.
I can't believe I pay money to these fucks. Yeah, I don't know who Buckaroo Banzai is.
Buckaroo Banzai.
But Brad, another great episode here. I love that they end up at a fucking at a fucking brothel,
Yeah.
and the bride doesn't really have great thoughts on sex workers, but she ends up protecting them when those two fucking assholes come in and start
and the assholes
beating
have
up that
superpowers.
prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that they tried to get the knights to stay. That was pretty funny too.
Yeah. They're like maybe later.
Maybe later. Like they were definitely interested, Brad.
Yeah, but they were like, we gotta go. We got guarding to do.
Yeah. But yeah, they gotta go guard. So Amanda Waller is pretty worried here about Rick not getting up. Because she needs to know what she saw. Do you think? But Brad, do you think even if Rick wakes up and tells her, "Oh, this guy shapeshifted into the lady that told you about Cersei being able to see the future," do you even think Amanda Waller's gonna believe him?
I think she might.
You really think she might?
Yeah, I think she might because she didn't want to believe Cersei, and she didn't really believe Cersei until she got the second opinion on it. So, I mean, I believe she would change her mind. I believe she would think that she made a mistake, and will try to rectify it as fast as she can, before it's too late. But that's kind of the genius of these episodes is, what if it's too late?
Yeah. And the princess seems to be pretty mad. She wants everybody. She's like pretty set on her getting guarded.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, she's like fucking make sure that everybody like. She pretty much said like, if you die, at least you die protecting me.
pretty much. Like I mean, she's got everyone all out there
Yeah.
guarding her. But let's be real. Like all that's kind of cool and stuff. But the real episode of this is the Dr. Phosphorus backstory,
We fucking learned about Dr. Phosphorus.
who is in the Batman universe. I didn't personally know that.
Rupert
because
Thorne. We
Rupert
fucking
Thorne
saw
showed-
Rupert Thorne.
Yeah,
Who,
which, always kind of cool.
I never thought we would have gotten Rupert Thorne in this series.
No.
But we fucking got Rupert Thorne.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I love the backstory we got about Dr. Phosphorus. And pretty much, it's not like completely different. It's not like, I'm sorry, it is very different in the way of like how he was, transformed. But like kind of reminds you a little bit of Dr. Manhattan in a way.
Well, and also kind of like Mr. Freeze. It reminds me a little bit of that. Not a bad thing. Like I think the Mr. Freeze storyline is, at least in the animated Batman series, was great.
Now that we get to see Rupert Thorne here, we find out that this character is part of that universe. Do you think we get to see Dr. Phosphorus in DCU's Batman movie?
I don't know. I don't know if Matt Reeves brings in I don't fucking know.
No, not that one, Brad. The DCU, the James Gunn's
the James Gunn
universe.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, we're not seeing
like,
Dr. Phosphorus in this in fucking Matt Reeves.
Yeah, we're not seeing Dr. Phosphorus. That's what I think. I'm like, that Batman movie? I don't think so.
No.
That'd be a really weird placement. No, but we're talking about James Gunn. Maybe. I mean, we got to see Peacemaker.
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we could probably see it happen. I am interested to see it because I fucking love Dr. Phosphorus.
His character and his whole personality is really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'm glad, like, he's one of the main drivers of this season.
Yeah.
Him, the Weasel, the Bride, Rick Flag Sr.
There's a trailer in the Discord. It's a B-ish level sci-fi from 84. Decent cast. Flopped hard. I'll go check it out after we're done here, Stacey.
Yeah.
But what's it called, Brad? I love the backstory, and you really do learn that, like, he didn't mean to become bad. Well, I mean, even then, I wouldn't really consider.
He was trying to cure
villain.
cancer.
Yeah.
And then Thorne was like, "Nah, I want to make money off that. I don't want you to like do that shit for free."
Don't cure that shit. I need you to fucking make sure I keep getting money off from this shit.
Yeah.
And
Rupert Thorne was basically a pharmaceutical company.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. And it goes south, and he gets fucking put into the machine, and they end up doing that shit, and he gets turned into Dr. Phosphorus.
Yeah, and and then his son's killed.
Yeah. His sons get killed. His son gets killed, but he gets his revenge in the most fucking badass way ever, Brad. He fucking goes after Rupert Thorne, fucking his men and everything, takes over his fucking his organization.
Yeah, I mean, he basically destroys all of Rupert Thorne's whole legacy. Like, he kills everything. And then he takes over his business on top of that.
Yep. And like, I don't know, man. I really like Dr. Phosphorus because, of course, his powers. First of all, his powers just are some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. And the fact that he gets to go up against Rupert Thorne is even fucking more badass.
Yeah.
And then we get this heartwarming story with him and this little girl, who look, bro, he just wants a friend, and he wants a friend, but he also wants his kids back, and he can't get his kids back, so he makes friends with this little girl.
I mean, I did find it hilarious that the parents like busted out of that door looking for her, like, oh no, and it's just him just throwing her up in the air.
Yeah. So you're like, but hey, they showed them where to get to the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm sure that Phosphorus is going to reunite with them. But just another good episode, Brad. The heart is there. The like in animation is always great. I love the music that James Gunn keeps bringing back for this show, and I think it's just another great episode, Brad. Just another great
I think
episode.
also this show has great timing, because all I've been seeing online are memes of GI Robot right now.
Yeah,
So great timing from James Gunn, and I forget, is this on Max? This is a Max.
Max. Yeah.
Great
So
timing on
WB.
great timing on their part. I don't know if they knew what they were doing, but I think they might have had a clue what they were doing
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. It's exactly what a Nazi would say. Oh man, but Brad, I love this episode. It's this last stop before we get to this fucking final episode, and I saw the little trailer at the end of this episode, so I'm really excited to see where we go next. But I'm very much satisfied with the backstory of Dr. Phosphorus. I think that this was another great episode. I don't think it's as great as that one of the Weasel. I think that Weasel just had a little bit more heart to it that I really fucking connected with. But I loved them both. I'm going with if the Weasel was 8.75, I think this one's an 8.5 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your final verdict, Brad?
I'm not sure what I gave the Weasel. It might have been a 9 that I gave the Weasel. I'd give this like an 8.75 then. I think this is a great. I think this is probably the second best episode of the series.
100%. I agree with you on that. This is the second best episode of the series. And I love the way that we're doing this. Like, we're not dedicating, all of the runtime to just showing the backstory of this character. Like, we're still moving along with where we need to go with the other ones. And, while we're there, we're getting all the stuff with the bride and Nina, and how they're, like, actually kind of, liking each other. And they're actually kind of, like, getting to be friends in a way.
I think you have this main story James Gunn is running. But on top of that, he's making you care about these characters by showing you their backstories. Otherwise, I wouldn't know anything about Dr. Phosphorus. I wouldn't know anything about the bride or Frankenstein or Rick Flag Sr. I mean, without those backstories, I don't think we would have such a compelling show of making us give a shit.
Yep. I agree. Excuse me.
And on top of it, it's got a good sense of humor, just like every other James Gunn
other James Gunn show.
Yeah.
James Gunn always does a great job, and then this one is no different. And yeah, man, I love this episode, and I've been loving this series. But once again, I'll say it again. I said it once, I'll say it again. I mean, I think it's been a great introduction to this new universe. It's not like outwardly, in your face James Gunn as, the Suicide Squad was.
Yeah.
But it's still saying you're like, okay.
Or even kind of like Peacemaker.
Yeah.
That can get out there. That show got out there for a few things.
Yeah. But it's at least telling you like, hey, this is what this is going to look like.
Yeah.
If you're not a fan of it right now, whereas me working with it the lightest, then you're probably not going to want to stick around for what's coming next, because it's only going to get more and more James Gunn.
But I think overall, this is like an easy to digest show for most people, and I think he'll make a lot of fans of this.
Yeah.
And then I think easily be a season 2.
Yep. Brad, so we already gave our scores, that's right. So with that said, that concludes our review of Creature Commandos episode 6. As always, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Check us out on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore. Tomorrow, Monday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, we are doing our last Gaspar Noé month review early for you guys on Patreon, and then it's going to drop for everybody else on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. And then on Thursday at the $5 tier and above, we have our mini pod, our exclusive review of Lux Eterna from Gaspar Noé. And on Tuesday, we have Spawn season 2, episode 2 for $5 tier and above. So a lot of stuff happening up on Patreon this week. So make sure you check that all out. And of course, if you're checking out the description below, check out our Discord link, chat with us, talk to us about DCU, talk to us about Creature Commandos. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode that drops on the channel, especially when we have to drop like 6 because we're trying to figure out if it's streaming or not. And if you're watching this if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app of choice, make sure that you leave us a 5-star review and you follow us on that app. All of that helps us out so much. Brad, we've been up for a bit now. We've been trying to do this shit. And if you're watching us on Kick, make sure you follow us on Kick. All that helps us out as well too. We want to keep growing ourselves on Kick. So more platforms that you can watch us on, the better. So, Brad, we want to thank our patrons. Without them, none of this is possible. But I know we're ready to go to bed. I know you're ready to go to bed. So let's not delay it anymore. After the 5th or 6th stream that we had to do to figure this out, send them out.
All right, our old thing being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for once again joining us in chat. Thank you to listeners out there, Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'm tired. Good night. Young Yoda out.